G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online in the Summerset. Finding some missing people, some missing persons down here. Kana's letter. Punara. I'm sorry. We should have never come down here. We should have heeded the curse. The things down here, they look like elves, but they're more like beasts. They leapt on us in the dark, dragged us to some crypt, to their leader. He was almost like a normal person until he opened his mouth. To hear him talk about sinkholes, you'd think it was the end of the world. He kept saying he couldn't fail the saviors, but we would help repay their kindness. They had the others there, still alive but pale. They had incisions, which were barely healed. I managed to unlock our cage, like you showed me, but the others were too weak. I promised we'd come back for them, but I have no idea where I am. Tunnels lead to homes, which lead to streets, which lead to more tunnels. I'm cornered now, and I can hear them coming. If you find me, run. Choke these tunnels with the sea and never return. Whatever was buried here should have stayed that way. Kanhar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello, friend. Alright, out we go. We gotta find Fedur. And he should have... Hopefully he's still around. And he's learned some things. I knew I had a bad idea about it. I had a bad idea. I had a bad feeling on a bad idea. I had a bad feeling about it all. Nope. Pressing the wrong buttons. I'm pressing Q, W, and E for attacks. Wrong game. Oh, level 20. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Level 20. Yes. Let's get you to replace that one there. Got a couple level 20 rings here. Actually, what am I doing? Why would I put it there? Let's use that. Stam recovery, health and stam reduces stam cost. Maximum health by 880. Nice. Fedur! Fedur! Where are you, matey? Some more cavern dwellers over there. Empty bookshelves. Yep, down, down, down. We go wide. Go wide to sneak. Oh, look at that! Solid Snake would be proud. Fedor's abductors. Yep. Oh, thought I'd interrupt you. So we're up above? Oh, go away, salamander! It's alright.
Us from these monsters, please.
From the monsters? Oh no! Alright, Henry.
Get us out of here. They're killing.
They're killing me! Alright, hang on a second, babe.
Get us out of here. They're killing us.
What happened to you?
Bloodletting, I think. These cave vermin poke and prod us whenever Aurelius needs something to offer his saviors. To what end? I don't know. Maybe they're vampires. Or wood elves.
Did you see them take a high elf through here recently?
Poor bastard. Never seen these vermin in such a frenzy. They dragged him screaming through those doors there and sealed them shut right after. Small mercies that we can't hear what they are doing to him.
Do you know how I can open them?
When Aurelius isn't bleeding us and tending to his saviors beyond those doors, he spends most of his time with whatever unholiness goes on in the tombs below. His keys may be there. Hurry and set us free before we wind up like your friend.
Alright. Mindoril?
Please help us.
Okay, okay. Hang in there. Let me get the keys. Both looking in a different direction. I might be able to just do a little sneaky jump. Ah, it's always all this furniture that messes it up. Alright, let's just take them on. Enough hiding in the shadows. Alright. Down we go. What do we got out here? Alright, alright, we're coming. I'm here for the keys. No, that's alright, mate. Just stand right there. That's it. There you go. He's frozen. Ah, because he went for the keys straight away. Weren't so lucky. Alright, back up top. Rescue the prisoners before the respawn. Okay. You're free, Mindoril. And you too, Hendrik.
Venerations to you.
Bless you. We aren't free yet. We have to get out of here before those cave vermin come scurrying after us.
I'm not leaving anyone behind.
Your friend's dead. If these saviors really are vampires, what chance do we have against them?
I can handle Aurelius, the saviors, and whoever else comes to stop us. Just keep your head down.
I suppose if there's any chance, we have to try. Nobody deserves a death like this. I just hope you're right, or we'll all find out.
You gonna accompany me? Nope. Okay, you just stay right there.
Welcome to Corgrad, visitor. Such as it is. Forgive our lacking hospitality.
What the? Kinlord Nympharion?
Come, speak. I have not had civil company in some time. You arrive upon a momentous reunion of our filial blood. The day we have so long waited for.
What are you doing to Fedor?
Bestowing on him the Corgrad legacy. He is taking the first step upon the long road to restoring this house. It will be a demanding journey that will require much sacrifice.
What kind of sacrifice?
His vitality. It will take all he has to offer to restore each of us. But if he is up to the task, he will reap a precious bounty.
You're going to kill him?
On the contrary, he will taste immortality as we have, but only for scant centuries, not millennia. In a few generations, our bloodline will be renewed and possess the purity needed to restore Faidur.
I won't let you do this to him.
The embalming process has already begun. When the stone is finished, we will be restored, and he will be a savior. I regret that Faidur must suffer, but his pain will be a small fraction of the sacrifice required to save Corgrad from annihilation.
What have you become?
We are Ultima, even in this desiccated state, cleansed of our poisoned humors to be free of the great sickness from the sea. Now that you see the cure, imagine the disease.
The Thracian plague? I'm told it claimed many lives.
Thras. I had always suspected as much. The sickness bore an intent as if designed to spread misery and cruelty. To hear the Slode were involved comes as no surprise to me.
What made it so bad?
It was ever present, ever penetrating. It seeped into every person, every creature, every drop of water, seeking to be quenched. The afflicted dragged themselves to corpulence with each passing day, until their bones cracked under their bulging flesh.
Why do Aurelius and the others call you their saviors?
We spare them the ravages of the terrible sickness that spread through Corgrad. In exchange, they care for us in this invalid state. So we have endured. So Corgrad has endured for longer than I can clearly recall.
You don't mean they're still infected?
To be free of the disease is to be free of all humors. They offer us their tainted blood to sustain our fragile grip on life, and through sorcery, the sickness is purged. Together we flee its horrors. But there was no true escape. Until now.
Because Faidur isn't infected?
Because he is kin. Most would not debase their bodies with the blood of men. But I am beyond such concerns. The blood Aurelius offered us from the outsiders was free of disease, but unsustainable nonetheless. Faidur will be different.
How did Corgrad come to be buried?
My vain attempt to stop the sickness from spreading beyond our borders. The people rebelled against their confinement and nearly broke the quarantine. I was forced to destroy the sea walls and flood the town.
You drowned your own people?
To spare them and others from the gruesome death that was sure to come, or so I hoped. From that day forward, our only concerns were for our kingdom below.
How healthy you look. I barely remember the feeling of anything, really. Aside from the slight ebb and flow of sluggish blood in and out of brittle veins.
How did you end up down here?
It was the only way. The choice was this long internment or a brief, horrid end. Our hope was to linger until we could be free of the disease. It was not a false one, thanks to that dear boy.
But you're not giving Faidur that same choice.
No, it was never meant to be this long. To see hope within our reach and have it denied, we couldn't endure it. He will be well cared for. He will not be reduced to the suffering we have. You have my word.
Soon this misery will finally be at an end. I thought this day would never come. I thought I would go mad.
How long have you been like this?
Too long. There is little to occupy the time. The monotony. If not for Father's elixirs to quiet the mind, I think we would be no better than Arilus and his stock. Worse, no doubt. Will I even recognize the world above? I hope not.
You hope not?
I have spent, I don't know how long, in absolute stagnation. I would welcome a walk through oblivion over this banal familiarity. Don't tell me what's to come. I want to see it for myself.
For what reason do you barge into our home? As if you have the right to trespass our lands as you please? You may believe our condition diminishes our station, but we are the rightful rulers of Corgrad. You will offer deference as such.
I came here to return the people you've taken.
The other trespassers? They intrude as you do, without our sanction. Arilus ends their vagrancy and sees that they are put to use. There may be a place for them in Corgrad when their restitution and reform are concluded.
What right do you have to kidnap and experiment on people?
It is not your right to question us. We are the law of this land, and we will be obeyed. Their crimes are minor, as is their punishment. They will have their freedom soon, unless they continue to defy us.
What's wrong with Arilus and the others who serve you?
The sickness has robbed us of fruitful lands, so our servants have been reduced to eking out a savage, meager subsistence in this lightless domain. They have few interests beyond survival, and fewer interests still for continuing their own lines.
And what did you mean when you said your prisoners will have a place in Corgrad?
The return of our pure-blooded kin means our long dormancy is nearing an end. We will soon be able to return to the world above and begin the long process of restoring Corgrad to its former glory. It will take all kinds to accomplish this.
Destroy the embalming stone. Faidur.
Gods, that was... I could feel my skin tightening as the stone drew the moisture out of me like a wineskin. I don't suppose you have water. My tongue is a whetstone.
We need to get out of here.
Right. I suppose I can keep up. I'll just lick the damp off the walls if I get woozy.
Stay close. Got everybody? Yep, let's go. Why do I feel like it's not going to be that easy?
Saviors, I failed you. You've stolen our future, but
One last challenge and then we're out of here. Good thing that guy had already started the fight. What? Where do they go? Oh, okay. Yes, of course, through the window. Okay. Talk to Ruliel. Found your buddies. All is well. Fedor's here.
I can hardly believe it. You found Henrig and Mindoril, but where are the others?
They didn't make it. I'm sorry.
No. You've done more than anyone ever has for us. If anyone's to blame, it's us. We survive out here by sticking together, but we let fear keep us from doing what needed to be done. Was it quick?
I think so. Henrig and Mindoril suffered the worst of it.
I can see. Tortured. Why? Just for the fun of it?
The lost people of Corgrad were trying to revive their masters. I put a stop to it.
Gods, I'll heed curses more closely in the future. The locals were right to avoid this place.
It won't be safe here, not yet. You should take your people elsewhere for now. Yep, we stopped them after we listened for about 10 minutes of
If it
story.
weren't for you, I'd have wound up a husk like those monsters, withering in that pit for who knows how long. I owe you my life.
What they were doing was wrong, however, they were trying to justify it.
Even now, I still feel for them. What a miserable fate. I wish it could have been different. That Corgrad might have been redeemed. I used up most of my means traveling here, but take this with my gratitude. I'll stay with these people a while longer, if they'll have me. Best to stick together, and perhaps my standing will shield them from the intolerance my kind have for Neberah.
If you can use your station to help these people, please do. They have nowhere else to go.
My name may be all the means I can lend them. I doubt my parents will offer any support. Who knows if I'll even be welcome home when I return. I might be as much a vagabond as they when all is said and done. I'll do what I can, though.
Will you tell anyone what you found here?
I don't know. Too often my kin seem content to forget ugliness exists in our society. If nothing else, someone will want to know about cave people harboring the Thracian plague. I hope someone aside from Sirabane knows what to make of that.
Are you recovering?
My eyes still feel like they're covered in grit, but I think I'll be back to normal with a drink and a good night's sleep. The latter might be hard to come by until we are far from this place.
Okay. See you later, Fedor, and the rest of the gang. That was a nice little distraction, but now we need to continue on with this quest, a necessary alliance. So first things first, let's go get this Way Shrine. And then we'll continue up. Is there a book in here or something? Aha. It looked like there was something there shining away. Nothing in the backpack though.